Hey guys, how you doing? This is Rob Williams, your favorite trainer, here just to give you some information today about the difference between mobility and flexibility. There's some confusion about the two of them. A lot of people think they're the same thing and they're not. A lot of times when I'm about to take someone through a movement screen, they feel like they need to remind me of how inflexible they are right before they do the screen, and I have to have the conversation with them that mobility and flexibility are two different things. So first, let's just define mobility and flexibility, going at flexibility first. Flexibility is very simple. It's the length of a muscle. That's all it is. It's the length of a muscle, right? And flexibility is a component of mobility, but it isn't everything. For mobility, we're going to define it as strength through range of motion. And that's a definition I got from a buddy of mine, Matt Larson. Hey, Matt, if you're watching, I appreciate that. But it's one of the most accurate definitions of mobility that I've ever come across. And when you incorporate the word strength, that's where if I'm looking at a guy who's shoulder pressing, and when he's pressing, he presses up and he can't roll his shoulders back here. I don't care if he's pressing 225 over his head. He's not really that strong if mobility is strength through range of motion, right? So those are our two definitions. Now, in terms of which one is more important, we're going to keep all of this in the context of mobility and strength. And in that context, flexibility is awesome and it's a component, but it's not everything. For instance, standing forehead to knee. If you could bring the forehead to the knee, that's awesome, right? But as of right now, that's not doing a whole lot in terms of strengthening my back squat, where increasing mobility may do that a lot more for somebody. So in terms of strength, mobility is king over everything, right? And it should be a priority. Now, some of the areas that you want to focus on making sure are mobile are your neck, your shoulders, your mid and low back, hips, calves, hamstrings. You want to make sure all of those are mobile enough to perform any of the strength exercises that you're doing. And our approach to getting whatever joints we need more mobile is going to be the 3 S's, right? Where it's going to be soft tissue work, it's going to be stretching, and strengthening, right? Soft tissue work, stretching, and strengthening. And I'm going to follow up this video with another video later on this week that's going to help you navigate through that jargon. Because in the context of mobility, stretching and strengthening isn't exactly what you think it is right now. But there's your clarity on the difference between mobility and flexibility. I hope that helps you out a little bit. I'll see you soon with that follow-up video.